The Dallas Cowboys might have just uncovered something far bigger than a simple off-season storyline, and if you're a Cowboys fan watching this right now, you might want to sit down because what we're hearing coming out of camp is nothing short of explosive. Rookie running back Jaydon Blue, a name some analysts barely whispered about on draft day, is suddenly turning into the loudest topic of conversation in all of Cowboys Nation and possibly the entire NFL landscape, and this isn't exaggeration. This isn't hype for the sake of hype. This isn't one of those training camp mirages where nobody makes a couple of nice plays and everyone loses their minds. No, this feels different. This feels like the moment when a team accidentally stumbles onto a star, the type of player who doesn't just contribute but legitimately shifts the identity of an offense, changes defensive game plans, and injects a level of electricity that can only come from young legs, ridiculous acceleration, and fearless confidence. And the most fascinating part of all this is that barely anyone had Jaydon Blue circled as the next potential breakout talent. He didn't walk into the league with a first-round halo. He didn't get pumped up by the major networks for pre-draft hype, and he wasn't in that tier of prospects people call can't miss. Instead, he came in as one of those quietly intriguing names, raw talent, flashes of brilliance, athletic upside that scouts admired but weren't quite sure how it would translate to the pro level. But right now, that translation is happening at light speed. Coaches, teammates, insiders, they're all saying the same thing: Jaydon Blue is different. They're talking about the way he moves, the way he hits holes, the way defenders take the wrong angle on him because his burst is faster than what they expected, the way he seems to glide and yet explode at the same time, the way he turns a routine play into something borderline unfair, and the way the energy shifts when he's on the field. Reporters have literally said you can hear the difference when Jaydon Blue takes the handoff, the sound of the pads, the acceleration through the second level, the defensive reactions, and that kind of description doesn't get thrown around lightly. And let's be real here, the Cowboys needed this. They needed a spark in the backfield. They needed someone who could bring that suddenness, that breakaway threat, that dynamic playmaking ability they've been lacking since Tony Pollard's breakout season fizzled into inconsistency and Ezekiel Elliott's bruising, punishing style aged itself out. The Cowboys didn't just need another warm body in the running back room, they needed someone with upside, someone unpredictable, someone defenses couldn't easily game plan for, and now suddenly here comes Jaydon Blue showing he might be exactly that guy. And what makes this even more exciting is how seamlessly he fits into what this Dallas offense wants to do. Dak Prescott is a rhythm quarterback. When he has weapons, he plays faster, he plays looser, he plays smarter, and he plays more confidently. When he has a running back who can catch out of the backfield, who can force matchups against linebackers, who can turn a check down into a first down and a first down into a chunk play, that's when Dak looks like a top-tier quarterback. And Blue has already shown he can be that type of weapon. He's running routes like a slot receiver, he's reading coverages like a veteran, and he's giving Dak a safety valve that actually threatens defenses, not just occupies space. There have been multiple reports saying Dak is spending extra time after practice working with Blue, refining timing, going over option routes, working on blitz recognition. And that is huge. Quarterbacks do not invest their personal time in a rookie unless they think he can actually contribute and possibly thrive. Add to that the fact that Mike McCarthy loves running backs who bring versatility and chaos to the offense, guys who can line up all over the field, run multiple concepts, fake motions, sell misdirection, and create that horizontal stress that opens the whole playbook, and suddenly you realize why the Cowboys staff might be salivating. Imagine the Cowboys coming out in a two-back set, Blue motioning across the formation, the defense scrambling to adjust their coverage call, Dak reading the mismatch instantly, and boom, big play. Or imagine a simple inside zone that doesn't look like much, but then Jaydon Blue plants his foot, hits the second level like he's been shot out of a cannon, bounces outside with that burst, and turns what looked like a 3-yard gain into a 25-yard explosion. This is what the Cowboys have been missing. This is what makes defensive coordinators sweat. This is what transforms an offense from predictable to dangerous. And here's the other thing, coaches do not praise rookies lightly. They are usually guarded, cautious, unwilling to say too much early because they don't want unnecessary pressure or unrealistic expectations. But the whispers coming out of Dallas right now are not whispers, they are excitement, they are genuine, they are coming from people inside the building who have nothing to gain by fluffing things up. Some staff members have said Blue looks NFL ready. Some said he's already one of the fastest players on the field. Some said every time he touches the ball something happens. And when you hear multiple voices say the same thing, that's when you know this isn't smoke, it's real. But what does this mean for the Cowboys offense as a whole? It means everything could be about to change. We've seen Dallas in recent seasons become overly reliant on Dak's arm, putting too much weight on him to make every single play, to carry the load without enough help. That's not how you win. The Cowboys are at their best when the run game is efficient, when the play action opens up, when defenses have to stay honest and respect the threat of the backfield. And Blue brings that respect instantly if he continues on this trajectory. It makes life easier for CeeDee Lamb, too. Teams can't double Lamb with a safety shaded his way if they're worried about Blue slicing through the defense in open space. It helps Brandon Cooks, who thrives in one-on-one matchups. It helps Jake Ferguson, who becomes deadlier on play-action routes when linebackers are being held by the run threat. This is what a star rookie can do. He doesn't just make his own plays, he opens plays for everyone else. And the Cowboys desperately needed a player like that. For years, Dallas fans have been begging for someone who brings that fresh energy, that youthful explosiveness, that unpredictable X factor that makes the offense feel alive again. And with Blue on the roster, suddenly everything feels lighter, faster, and more electric. It changes the way the Cowboys can attack defenses, it changes how defensive coordinators prepare during game week, it changes how Dak reads pre-snap. And if this trajectory continues, if Blue keeps turning heads, keeps stacking practices, keeps earning first-team reps, then we could be watching the birth of a breakout star before our eyes. The type of rookie who isn't just a contributor but a storyline. A highlight machine. A new identity for this Cowboys offense. A reason teams fear the Cowboys again. And here's what I love most, Jaydon Blue plays with confidence. Not arrogance, not ego, confidence. You can see it when he runs. He's calm, he's composed, he's explosive but under control, and he runs like a guy who knows exactly what he can do and doesn't need to force it. You can't teach that. That's natural. That's instinctive. That's star DNA. And if the Cowboys continue feeding him opportunities, if they trust his development, and if he stays healthy, this kid might become one of the biggest surprises of the NFL season. Imagine the storylines. Imagine the national spotlight. Imagine the Cowboys' offense humming again with a brand new weapon defenses aren't prepared for. Imagine the highlight reels, the reactions, the shocked defenders, the stadium erupting as Blue breaks off another explosive run. This is what Cowboys fans have been craving, a new face of excitement, a new energy, a new spark that brings hope back into the building. And right now, Jaydon Blue might be exactly that spark. So Cowboys fans, buckle up, because if what we're hearing is real and all signs point to yes, the Cowboys offense is about to get scary, the league is about to take notice, and Blue might be sprinting his way into stardom faster than anyone expected.